I am Ashwini, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Science, PMSIT. I'm here explaining microcontroller and embedded system laboratory going on in the hardware part of the microcontroller lab. So this is the ARM7 LPC2148. Whenever we start with the hardware control lab, we are supposed to see a LPC2148 device of ARM7. That means this is the basic the structure of the kit what we are using in our college. So in this kit, we have all the interfaces for stepper motor, for keypad interface. We can see keypad interface here like 4 into 4 cross keys. We can see LCD here, LCD displays here, and LED displays are here. And we can connect the stepper motor and DC motors here. And this is the external voltage supply to which we can connect for required devices. And we have many other interfaces also which is required for future purpose. So this is the kit on which we are performing our hardware programs. So before going on to detailed structure of or execution of a hardware program, first we are supposed to know the basics of LPC2148. So going on to LPC2148, what is LPC2148? That we know that it is a device on which works on the ARM7. But LPC2148, it is a 16-bit or 32-bit microcontroller, which is based on ARM7 family. And it has a flash memory. LPC2148 mainly concentrates on 16-bit and 32-bit registers, which is controlled by ARM7. And this is the basic structure or the pin diagram of a LPC2148. Actually, it is LPC2148, and it has been inbuilt with the same IC like LPC2141. So it is given as LPC2141. So here it looks a bit clumsy, but only thing is what you're supposed to see is you are supposed to observe the ports here. See here, whenever we are dealing, we can see here there is something called as P0.14, P1.22. There is P0 to 11, P1.23. There is something with P0, P1, and there is something with VDD, VSS. There will be voltages. So here, majorly one thing you have to observe is any IC diagram will have definitely enable pins and reset pins, voltage supply pins, any IC enable pins. And one more important thing is it will have certain port pins, that is port 1 and port 2, port not here. So there are two ports here, port 0 and port 1. These pins are generally majorly used for performing certain IO operations which are connected to that particular IC. So whenever we are dealing with LPC2148, we are supposed to know certain things with respect to the registers. As we know, LPC2148 acts as a 16-bit or 32-bit microcontroller. So we usually talk about 32-bit LPC2148, which is used in ARM7 microcontroller. So all the registers or the ports will be of 32-bit. So you can see your P0, it will be ending somewhere with 32 here. It is here. P130 is there. P131 also will be there. And like P0 also will be till 32. 32 bits will be there. That means the P0.31 will be there. So going on in detail, how we are supposed to make use of this 32-bit ports. We going on further, we will see. So whenever we are how to start programming with LPC2148, before we start programming with LPC2148, we need to know certain registers which are present within LPC2148. The first register will be the general purpose registers. These registers can be programmed as input or output registers. So these general purpose registers are called as general purpose input and output registers, which are byte addressable. That means it can address a data in terms of byte. So this particular general purpose input or output registers has certain pin configurations. Like I just told, like there are two ports like P0 and P1, that is port 0 and port 1. So port 0 is from 0 to 31 and port 1 is configured from P16 to P31. That means port 1 has for 16 bits 16 to 31, and port 0 is from 0 to 31 bits. That means port 0 is 32 bits, port 1 is 16 bits. That's why we call LPC is LPC 16-bit or 32-bit microcontroller. Is that clear? So whenever we are dealing with GPIO registers are majorly which is used for general purpose input and output registers. The pin description, how the GPIOs are used in order to control input or output. The pins, there exist pins like P0 0 to 31, 32 bits, and P1 16 to 31, that is for 16 bits. So in order to control these two ports, P0, port 0 and port 1, we have some four naming for four registers, namely there is something called as IO pin, IO set, IO directory, and IO dir and IO CLR. These are four important registers which are being used in order to operate on these two ports, port 0 and port 1. Is that fine? So port 0 only, the majorly what you are supposed to remember is port 0 is a 32-bit port and port 1 is 16-bit port, and this port 0 and port 1 has to be programmed and has to be used. There are four registers, namely IO pin, IO set, IO directory, direction, IO clear. What is meant by IO pin? IO pin is nothing but the value. That means whatever is the value available in that particular pin. Suppose if I am writing IO, if you can see here, whenever we write IO port 0, so we write IO 0 PIN. That means it is performing a IO operation on port 0 PIN. That is, it is accessing as the data or the value. Whatever is the value present at that particular port 0 is available across this register's IO pin. So across port 1, it will be in your IO1 pin. In detail, we will see further. IO set is also a register which specifies that the particular ports are being set for performing a output operation. It can be a read operation or write operation, but the final value will be reset to 0, so that the output port 0 will be set to output, or port 1 will be set to as an output register. And there is something called as IO dir, GPIO IO port direction control flag. This will specify whether I am performing an input operation or output operation. That means it is specifying the direction of the data in which the data is flowing towards the port pin or from the port pin to the towards the other peripheral devices. So even here also in detail we will see further. Then IO clear. IO clear is the register will clear. That means it will reset the complete registers or the ports, port 0 or port 1, depending upon to which port I am going to perform clear operation. IO set and IO clear will go hand in hand. It is in conjunction with both are in conjunction with each other. So we will go in detail and we will see what happens further. And next one, first register we will start like GPIO port direction register. So port direction register specifies the way in which we are writing the data or reading the data. That means whether we are using the ports, port 0 or port 1, whether we are using it in the input port or output port. So here you see initially the port 0 is being represented with IO direction IO0 dir. That means IO dir is a what you call GPIO, that is general purpose IO port direction control register. So IO0 dir stands for you are performing the direction of port 0. Port 0 we know it is of 32 bits like 0 to 31, and each bit is controlled by itself. So if I'm telling P0.0 is equals to 0, then that particular bit is configured as input port. Here each and every bit can be configured as we require. So if I am specifying P0 0.1, that means the port 0, the first bit is written as 0, then that particular bit will be configured as input port. So each and every bit can be configured. If it is 0, it is acting as an input port. If it is 1, it is acting as an output port, and it is similar to that of for port 1. Port 1, only thing is what we are supposed to see is it will also perform as a direction register for either 0 for input port and 1 for output port. This is all. This is what in GPIO direction flag. So this is all about the GPIO port direction register. So in port direction register, we have IO0 DIR, that stands for port 0, and IO1 DIR, that stands for port 1. Now next, going on to the next register, that is called as GPIO port pin value register. That means IO pin. That means here this particular register will have the value which is present across that particular pin in the in the IC. Whenever we are using these pins, in the value whatever is present, that means if P0.0 is having 0 value, that particular bit in IO pin also will be 0. And if P0.31, if it is 1, that particular bit, that means the 31st bit of port 0 also will be 1. So here that means the value whatever is present across the port 1 or the port 0, the same value will be existing in the register IO pin and IO0 pin and IO1 pin. So whenever we are dealing with this, the logic value, that is the digital data, will be available as it can be an input or it can be as an output, can be used within our programs. So with respect to port 0, we will make use of IO0 PIN register. With respect to port 1, we will make use of IO1 PIN. So whenever we are symbolizing this particular ports, we will write POXVAL. The value of that particular register will be used. That means port 0, with that particular port 0, whatever is the value present in those particular bits will be considered. So this is all about GPIO port pin value register. That means the value which has been present across the IC at the execution time, the same value as an input or as an output will be available in IO pin register. The next one is GPIO port output set register. So GPIO port output set register, set in the sense every time the value should be high across that particular register. Correct. So when, in order to produce a high level at the corresponding port pins, we can write 1 across that particular pin. That means we are going to set that particular register. So when you want to set that particular register, writing 0 will have no effect in that particular output register. And this GPIO port output set register, this register is only used to set as the output for that particular GPIO, general purpose IO register. Suppose if I am telling port 0 with respect to IO0 set, port 0 is used as an output port and it has been set with the value high, specifying that we are uh, we are performing a high level corresponding port to that particular pins. So we are setting that particular port as an output set register. That means it performs to perform certain output operation. And next, for port 1 also we are dealing with the same. We are writing it as one high level operation, and writing 0 with that particular bits doesn't have any purpose. Then going on to GPIO clear register. GPIO clear register also, it is one and the same. Only thing is here we are performing a clear operation. So whenever we are wanted to perform a clear operation also, we are supposed to make that particular port pins as low. In order to make it low, we are supposed to enable that particular pin. So we will write 1 across that particular pin. We are clearing the data, and 0 has no effect in that particular pins also. It is similar to that of the set register. And along with this 4 important register like IO pin, IO set, IO DIR, IO clear, there is one more important register that is called as pin function select register. Pin function select register means we have port 0 and we have port 1. So how which port to be selected during the execution time? So we have a register called as pin select register. If you are using pin select 0, that means we are making use of port 0 from the pin 0 to till the pin 15. So this particular pins can be either set as input port or the output port by using a IO set, or it can be cleared, or it can be made as a input port or output port by using a DIA direction flag, all. But before you are setting or you are clearing or setting it as an input or output port, first you are supposed to select the port. Correct. To select the port, we will be using pin select register. Like means PIN SEL stands for pin function select register. So pin function select register 0 means it is selecting port 0 from the bits 0 to 15. That means 16 bits it has been selected. And pin function select register 1 is selecting again port 0 from 16th bit till 31st bit. Again 16 bits has been selected. And pin function select register 2, it is selecting port 1 from 16th bit to 32 with 31 bit. 31th bit, that means 16 bit has been selected. So this as long as we can set the input or output, or we can set or clear those registers only when that particular ports are selected. So this is a very important register. In order to select which port to perform the task for the peripherals, we are using pin select function. So we have three pin select functions, 0, 1 and 2. 0 and 1 will select port 0, and we can configure it as input or output depending upon those special registers we have seen, like IO pin, IO dir, IO set and IO clear. And pin select 2 also will select port 1. Here also this port 1 can be set as an input output, or it can be set or cleared, or it can also be used for as a input value by using those four important registers. So this is all about the registers whatever we have seen. For example, if you are taking a sequential access of how set and clear will work under GPIO, suppose you see here IO 0 dir. If I'm using 0, it is in this sense we are accessing port 0, and the value of IO dir is equals to 0x00000080. 8 is represented as 1000, correct, and 00. That means it is representing the 8th bit, that is P0 dot 7th bit as an output bit. Is it clear? If it is that particular bit is 1, it is represented as output bit. If it is 0, it is represented as input bit. Now IO 0 clear, again that particular bit is equals to I, so your that particular, it is clearing that particular port. Clear. Then again you are setting it, again it goes high, that means it is again setting that particular value for performing certain task, again it is getting low. The final value of that P0.7 is low. It means that it is having the clear value of that particular IO0 CLR. So by this we can see the last instruction, which is been setting the pin or the port numbers, will be the final decision makers of that particular port or bit number. So this is all about the introduction about LPC 2148. So here we are supposed to remember that LPC can be used as a 16 or 32-bit microcontroller. It is having 64 pins, and it has two ports, port 0 and port 1, and port 0 is 32 bits, port 1 is of 16 bits, and it has general purpose registers which can be used for this particular port selection for port 1 and port 0. And we have four special registers, IO pin and IO set, IO dir and IO clear, which is used for the way in which port 0 and port 1 has to be operated. We can use this four special functions in order to access port 0 and port 1. So whenever we are dealing with the direction register, it specifies whether we are using that particular bit as an input bit or a output bit. Here each and every bit of the register of the port 0 or the port 1 can be set as an input port or a output port. And even here GPIO port pin value means IO pin value. Here each and every bit value whatever is present across the IC, the same value will be present in this register, so that we can use during the programming, so that whether we are supposed to in stepper motor also we will read this value to either move towards the left or the right. So there are certain applications where we can use during the programming time, we will know. And IO set is used to set that particular port bit, and IO clear is to clear that particular port bit. And we have one important register called as pin select register, which is used to select the ports. That is, port 0 is being selected by pin select 0 for first 16 bits, and last 16 bits is being selected by pin select 1, and the port 1 is selected by pin select 2. And by taking an example, the final value of that particular register will be or the bit will be enabled depending upon the final operation which has been performed on that particular bit. So keeping this in mind, we will start our hardware programs in my next session. Thank you.